let's just. We really need to move on, though.
Hey, Reckless, want to see my off stream?
I don't think anyone does. I've already seen it, and I don't think anyone wants to.
You've seen it twice, so let's just tell you something.
Oh my god.
I didn't want to see it either of those times. That
This part right here is gonna be the intro to this episode. I'm just letting you know now. Good job, Skooks. You made it on the intro. Okay, good job. What's up, everyone? Reckless Fox here, and welcome to episode 54 of the ScrubClubgaming Podcast. And we got a ton of stuff to talk about tonight because we're going to be off next week. It's going to be Thanksgiving week, and we're going to go on hiatus for a week because, you know, it's Thanksgiving, which is probably quintessentially my favorite holiday of the year, next to Christmas. Shut up. Anyways, but rocking with us tonight. Well, before I go, sorry, you're probably wondering who the hell are these guys. Well, we're the dweebs, geeks, sluts, bloods, dweebies, junkies, and astrophysics who talk about everything related to the video game industry the majority of times. Sometimes, you know, the movie industry, comic books, and geek culture just in general, in case it does tie in with it. And rocking with me tonight is my horseman and one guest. We got my boy, my pal, Mr. Godchild 15. Take it away.
Hey, what are you doing? It's your boy, Godchild. God bless y'all.
Alrighty then. And also, we got Bajimxenn, who's walking his dog, and I just realized that he'll be right back. Then we got our boy Xforce Gamer. Take it away.
How's it going, everyone? This is Xforce Gamer 88. I am back right here, right now.
Rising out of the ashes like a phoenix. And then we got our boy Skooks, aka Two Scoops. Take it away.
What up? What up? It's me again, back here at the Scrub Club, where I belong. My second home, my home away from home with my homies. You feeling me, home skillets?
Oh,
hell yeah, brother.
oh my God! The white people nonsense is for real. And we got our final person, our recurring guest at this point, the mighty
Nerd.
Zod. Take it away.
More like the mighty manlet.
Hey, listen here, brother. We don't take kindly to that kind of shit around here. Right. You know, we're all about that John 3:16. You know. Hey, brother. Hell yeah, baby.
Oh my God! You know, Zod, we're gonna keep you around for a little while.
Hell yeah, Bubby.
All right, and my opening comment, and I'm glad we're laughing because, man, this has been a week. My opening comment, and I want to do this. I want to take a quick moment of silence for Mr. Stan Lee. For those of y'all who don't know, in case you guys haven't known yet, this past Monday, Stan Lee, the creator of Marvel Comics, passed away at the age of 95. Honestly, it was hard waking up to that news. I mean, granted, you know, Stan Lee did live a really good life, to say the least.
He did live a good life.
This dude created Marvel, created some of the greatest comic book characters of all time, fought for our country. Just was all around a decent human being. And yes, it was his time to go. Because as we always know, our time is up at some point, but it kind of just feels like losing a friend still. And even though a lot of us didn't know Stan Lee on a personal level, or the fact that we've only met him during conventions, like I know Genpink and that's BP, Skooks and the guys from Morphin Network, they met him in person.
Oh, that's right. It was awesome. He's like, when you meet him when I met him in person, it really sinks in how old he was. Like, he's beyond all the grandeur and glitz and glamour that the movies give. When you meet him in person, it's just so, in a way, it's humbling, I guess. But at the same time, it's something that you couldn't really. It's something you couldn't really know unless you were there to see him. You know what I'm saying? Because when you see him in person, all of that veneer and everything just goes away. You see a little old man sitting in his little old chair in front of the camera, and he feels like your little old grandpa. You know what I'm saying?
I know exactly what you're saying,
He
dude.
feels like your grandpa, and it's nice, you know, because he's still like a very nice man. You know, he said thank you when we took the photo with him, and he's just real nice. You know, he was a really nice person. He had a really humble aura to him, and it was special.
I would say this before we take our moment of silence. Well, actually, I want to first take our moment of silence, and then I'll say what I'm going to say. So before we get started, I want to take a moment of silence to Stan Lee. Alright then. I would say this. I may have missed out meeting Stan Lee at LA Comic Con last year, because I know last year was the last LA Comic Con he actually attended, because he wasn't doing any other conventions after that. I got the chance to see Stan Lee at San Diego Comic Con last year, and it was great. The fact that he noticed me and I said hi, Stan Lee, and I had it recorded, and he waved back at me and stuff. It was great. Actually, he waved at me before I started recording, so it was really, really cool. And again, like I know the dude was 95. The dude lived an amazing life. So honestly, we can't be all that sad that he's gone. But at the same time, it does hurt knowing that someone who has done so much to better humanity with the characters he's created and the stories he's told and just the lives that he has touched. Because honestly, without Stan Lee without Stan Lee, you wouldn't have a lot of amazing writers and artists and publishers who, I wouldn't say idolized, but really respected Stan Lee as an individual and a human. And it does suck, and it's gonna be tough knowing that Stan Lee's gone now, to say the least. It's gonna take a little bit, but I think as a whole, it's amazing that give me a second. I think I'm apparently cutting out. Give me 1 second. Hold up. All right, like I was saying, it's amazing knowing that all communities, whether it was the video game community, the movie, the comic book community, just communities as a whole, came together and just talked about how cool Stan Lee was and stuff. And
I was going to say it straight up. Stan Lee, he contributed a lot to. He definitely contributed a lot to the to humanity with his writing and such, and pretty much everything in general. And while it sucks that he died, he did live a good life. Like he really did live a good life though. So it's not a moment of sadness, but it should be a celebration of all he contributed.
Exactly.
It should be we should celebrate what he did in general, because he did live a good life. He pretty much fulfilled. I'm not sure if he fulfilled everything he did, but he accomplished so much within his life in this one. With that said, thank you, Stan Lee, for everything he put into it. So I guess we can just go on. You want to go on?
Yeah, let's go on. Unless anyone else has anything else to say. Does anyone have anything else to say?
No. Man, people who didn't see him in person kind of mess out, but
I didn't see him in person. I really didn't. And it's a shame, honestly, that I didn't get to meet him.
But still.
Just expect the final Infinity War Part 2 movie. It's going to be a special tribute to Stan Lee at the end.
Oh, that we already... Dude, if we already didn't cry during Infinity War, then you're gonna definitely cry on this one. But alright. So with all that being said, let's get started. Now, for those of y'all who are new to the ScrubClubgaming Podcast and don't know that we do our live podcast on Twitch. We do them live on twitch.tv/RecklessFox. So please be sure to follow me here. Also, please be sure to type in the chat because we know a chat. We know you got a lot of things to say. So let us know how you feel. Okay, hold on a second.
We can't hear you, Jen.
Jen, the reason she's deaf. That's why. I would say.
I'm gonna be right back.
All right, cool.
Okay.
Jen, I think she deafened herself by accident. Where was I? All right, going back to what I was saying. So please be sure, chat. We like you. Please type. We like to hear what you want to say. Even if you want try cussing this out, okay? We just do it. All right. But aside from that, don't really cuss us out. Please don't. But if you want to email us with any kind of if you don't, oh my god, I can't believe I'm botching this. You know what?
Watch everything.
Screw it. Yo, email us at ScrubClubgamingBookies@gmail.com. That's ScrubClubgamingBookies@gmail.com for any questions, comments, concerns, advice, and business inquiries. Love doing business with indie folks. You want to find us? You can find us on Facebook and Twitter. Just type in Scrub Club Gaming. Bam! We're right there. It's Scrub Club Gaming Podcast, all up in your grill. You can find us on YouTube at Scrub Club Gaming, and you can find us on SoundCloud.com/ScrubClubGaming. That's SoundCloud.com/ScrubClubGaming. If you're one now, I have one quick announcement. We will be playing episodes of the Scrub Club Gaming Podcast from this moment going on YouTube. So if you do,
So everything's gonna be on YouTube, right?
everything will be on YouTube from this episode going forward.
By the way,
GC,
do you have Spotify?
yes, but we're not. We're only hitting YouTube and SoundCloud and Google Play first. We'll do Spotify in the future. But GC is in charge of doing the video versions of the podcast and putting them up on the Scrub Club page. So he's gonna be in charge of that. But with all that being said, now if you want to get a hold of us, you want to get some private critique time, you just want to talk to us, which please do. We like that. We really do like when you guys give us feedback privately. You can find me, Reckless Fox, on Twitter, Instagram at @Reckless_Fox. You can find me on YouTube at Reckless_Fox, and you can find me on Twitch.tv/RecklessFox. If I'm not holding it down in the Southtown region, flexing East Howard style, GC, where can they find you?
You can find me on YouTube at Mr. Godchild15. You can find me on Twitch, Godchild15. Find me on Twitter and Instagram at Godchild_15.
Alright then, Skooks, where can they find you?
You can find me at lexington.tumblr.com, capital L, 0 for the O, and on Twitter, same spelling, but with 34 at the end.
Alright then, Bajimxenn, where can they find you?
Oh, they can get a hold of me on Twitter and Tumblr and Instagram at Bajimxenn, BAJIMXENN.
Alright then, Xforce, where can they find you?
They can find me at twitch.tv/XforceGamer88. That is twitch.tv/XforceGamer88.
We're gonna be making a Twitter soon, guys. Just give us some time. Just give us some time.
Don't you dare make an account without me.
Mighty Zod, where can they find you?
It doesn't really matter, but you can find me on Tumblr at themightyzod.tumblr.com.
Alright then, with all that being said, let's get started. Alright, so guys, no, not the quick news. We first asked each other how our weeks have been, so I'm gonna go with
I did say that.
That's the best part.
I'm gonna go with GC. GC, you are the family man of the squad. You got kids, and you got a wife, and you got a job, and you own a school. So how's your week been so far?
Wait, he owns a school?
Yeah.
Yeah, dude. And
How's he
speaking
do
of
it?
school, it's pretty much overwhelming. Even though I got 4 more weeks to go for the semester. But besides, like,
you're going to
school,
school. I thought he said you owned the school.
I wish I owned a school.
No, you don't want to own the school, man.
I mean, but besides,
I don't know.
school, juggling 3 jobs, full-time jobs at that. Family man, yeah.
You're the real
Yeah.
MVP.
The grind
Yeah,
don't stop.
man. Man, he
Nice.
deserves a cruise, man.
Yeah.
He deserves a
There's a
cruise.
goddamn medal.
Alright then, what about you, Xforce? How's your week been?
You mean the entire time I was gone?
Yeah, matter of fact, yeah. You can give it quickly. Let us know
Welcome back.
Yeah, let us know how it was on the East Coast.
Cold as hell. Constantly
Okay,
rainy.
not bad.
So
Okay, I like the
cold.
rain. No, it's all
I
right.
was
Little
freezing.
sweater. gloves
It was freezing.
scarf.
It was freezing as hell until I reached to Florida, which is pretty much feels like California, except a little more humid, and feels a lot better actually, honestly.
Okay.
Alright.
And then I went to the cruise for it, which is Royal Caribbean, which is Allure to Sea. So it's like dude, the ship is huge. It's
That's
huge.
Nice vacation. Wait.
Nah, vacation is stressful actually. But anyways, it was huge. I get to go around and such. I get to watch a lot of shows. I went to the Bahamas. Oh, Bahamas is overrated as hell.
Bahamas.
The Bahamas is overrated. Don't go
Damn,
there.
man.
And I went there at peak crime hour as well.
Crime hour?
Yeah.
Did you
there
just
was
say
increased-
peak crime hour?
Explain,
Okay.
please.
Okay. So when I went to the Bahamas, they actually get a warning that the crime rate has been increased as of
All
late.
the tourists.
Yeah. So, and the place is really okay. Aside from one of the hotels in there, which is really brilliant, honestly, the hotel. Everything else about it is jank as hell. The cars are not even a right. Okay, there's some cars that are left-hand drive and right-hand drive. Most of them are beat up beaters and such. Some of them are just small as shit. In general, you got some new ones, but I consider them beaters because there's a lot of dents and shit in there on top of it. And you will see a lot of cars that will never pass regulation in some of the countries.
All right.
So that's the Bahamas. Mexico's a lot better in general. They're a lot cleaner. They actually have all the cars in one side for once. Actually, not for once. They've been actually they're getting cracked down on the regulations as of late. So good on Mexico for that part. And after Mexico, I was like, I spent my time in Miami, not Miami, Fort Lauderdale.
Miami.
Yeah,
You went everywhere.
yeah. And like everyone in East Coast,
Summer.
most of the parts in the East Coast in general.
Miami.
But during the time in Florida, I went to this gimmick as hell place. I think it's called.
Okay, bar.
No, it's not a gay bar. but it's like one of those Polynesian. It's one of those Polynesian themed restaurants.
Polynesian gay bars.
Oh my god.
Polynesian.
I want
gay
to
bars.
shock you right now. I'm joking around. I'm not gonna. But anyways, the dance is cool. Honestly, the food is but the dances are cool. And after that, I went back home, tried to get as much rest as I can. And before I even got a chance to come into this podcast and do stuff, the fire shitstorm happened. We were in literal hell. And yeah, the fire was near our place.
Fires.
Yep.
Well,
And the fire was near our place.
Thankfully, they actually started to die down.
Like, dude, the fire was 2 miles away from. It was 2 miles away.
Holy crap.
Yeah, that's how close the fire was.
2 miles? What the hell? Dude, you feel it. You're practically there.
I was breathing it already
Oh
at
my
that point.
God.
It was bad.
Oh,
But hey,
I'm glad
I
you're
live.
okay.
Yeah,
God
I
damn.
live.
Yeah, you live.
Yeah,
That's easy. Chad,
yeah. So it was. Yeah.
that
So
was exciting.
yeah, pretty much. It was pretty exciting. And yesterday, I pretty much drank quite a lot. Actually, no, not even quite a lot. It's like it was a bit, but someone got smashed hard.
Your sister?
Brought out the good liquor, which is nice.
Nah, we didn't bring out the good stuff. We brought, but here's the funny part: like okay, in terms of the liquor we drank manga sake.
Mm,
I was gonna say, what did you drink?
We would drink manga sake. We drink Guinness. So like we just drink several types of liquor in general.
it sounds.
And yeah, someone got smashed.
I-
I think.
I'm
No,
gonna-
not smashed, but she'll sleep. But she'll sleep.
It's your
though.
sister, wasn't it?
No comment. You don't
No,
have to
I'm
say.
not
No
gonna
comment.
You don't have to answer that. You don't have to answer that. Don't ask that.
I'm not gonna comment on that one.
All right
Don't
then.
answer that.
But-
So we're
she's-
move. Damn it.
She's not smashed though. So she's just tired in general. She's just tired.
Okay, we gotta move on. So,
I just
Bajimxenn.
consumed the entire time.
Bajimxenn, yeah, you consumed
Don't
8
worry.
minutes.
Don't worry. My
Because
week
there was a
was
lot. Because there's a lot to catch up. Because I wasn't there for the entire months.
Yeah.
Yeah. So yeah. So yeah. So that's my stories.
All right, Bajimxenn, what about you, bro?
Spyro Reignited trailer came out this week, so I've been playing the shit out of that, dude. Oh my god. I love it. Absolutely love Reignited.
What
Pretty
about
cool.
Reignited?
Spyro Reignited trilogy came out, and I fucking love it.
There's actually a review that says it's too faithful to the original.
I'm not sure. I'm having like no problems with it. I'm still on the first game.
How is that a complaint?
I'm not sure. Maybe control-wise.
Not, or maybe it's how the bosses are too hard, or just how
No,
there's
that's
no in general. They just.
Can
I'm
we
just getting tired.
oppress- Can we oppress game journalists yet?
Not yet. No, we're not there
Well,
yet. Not yet.
anyway.
We're
I'm
not.
only in the first game. I haven't finished it, and I've only ever played the first Spyro, so I haven't played 2 or 3. I think they're pretty expensive, like physically on this. They're kind of pricey now.
Yeah, because it's history at the works.
Yeah.
But in general, those you could just pirate it. In general.
Well, I'm
Not hard.
iffy about pirating and like emulation.
What? Okay, we're not. Hold on. Stop.
know,
We're
dude.
live doing the podcast and we're trying to promote piracy. Seriously, no.
We're not promoting piracy. It's just
You just said that telling the pirating.
Shit.
Hell yeah, brother, I am.
I'm just saying,
White people.
I'm just saying,
Listen, Spyro, I like it. I'm so glad it came out. They had like a weird tie-in with Snoop Dogg while he was like promoting the game.
oh
They got a new
yeah.
Switch controller. It's awesome. It's awesome being able to use an actual controller instead of the Joy-Con adapters, which I'm okay with. But an actual controller feels nice.
But with that said, Snoop Dogg is everywhere.
Snoop Dogg with the Spyro love.
And then he also done Call of Duty, Gran
Yeah, of
Turismo, of all
course.
things.
I
He
didn't
also
know
did
that.
Tekken. Yeah, he also did
I know
Tekken
he
as
did.
well.
I know he did. I know he did one of the stages in Tekken. Yeah.
Yeah, he did one of the
Snoop
stages
Dogg,
of Tekken. And
Snoop
by
Dogg
the
the
way,
gamer.
Which stage?
oh yeah, I could say he's cool, but I'm gonna
In
say it straight up.
Tekken
You know what's
Tag.
really funny? He's actually a professional pimp.
Nice.
Yeah.
All of the funny Snoop Dogg tweets about Spyro.
Snoop Dogg
Dude.
is
Well,
Spyro.
Yeah.
it is.
Snoop Dogg is Spyro's uncle, apparently. I don't know. That was cool. That was my week.
Wow,
That's
that's
wild.
hilarious.
That's awesome.
All right then. Well, I'm gonna go next. So my week's been really good. I passed my exit interview, so I will be graduating on stage in 2019 in college. I passed my driver's test, as GC did say. And right now my
Did
butthole
you pass the first
itches
time?
so much right
No.
now. It's ridiculous.
I didn't catch that second.
I
part.
said you ever had those times where your butt just itches like crazy? I have that right now.
Where your blood
My
itches?
butt itches right now.
Oh.
Scratch your butt.
Okay.
I am not
You know what
scratching
we
my
need?
butt.
We need a sand grinder.
Scratch your butt off.
I am not doing that.
Wiggle it on the.
Scratch it.
I've been wiggling it in my chair since we started the podcast. I can't stop.
Dude, did you not wipe your ass properly then?
Of course I do. You.
You gotta be careful with your
Reckless.
tail, man.
Reckless, I have a solution to this. I know the solution to this. Stick a
What?
finger in your butt.
Oh, that's rich. Anyways,
Don't sit on your tail. That's like rule number 1, right? You gotta be careful.
Oh yeah, by the way, Bajimxenn, I found an article with whoops.
I don't know, man. If you sit on some tails, they
Okay,
really
you know
could.
what? All right, we're done. All right, so let's get started. Let's get
Here
started.
we
We
go.
gotta do. All right, all y'all, shut the hell up, because we gotta do the quick news now. So before we get started, we gotta do some quick news real quick to let y'all know what's been going on in the world of video games, and a lot has happened. So we're gonna try to
Love
run
that
through it
shit.
really quick. We're gonna run through the quick news very quickly because we don't have that much quick news. So we got Black Friday deals now. So for those y'all who do like to partake in the annual I mean Black Friday, we got some awesome Black Friday deals for you guys to know what's been going on. For the we got Black Friday deals for the PlayStation. We got some Black Friday deals for the Nintendo Switch, and we got some Black Friday deals for the Microsoft's Xbone X, or however you want to call it, and stuff like that. If I can get this damn thing to load up. Okay, so this is coming from CNET. So for Black Friday, you can actually get a Nintendo Switch with a bundle of Mario Kart Deluxe for $300. You can get a brand new 2DS with Mario Maker for $80, and you can get the Joy-Cons. You can get a Joy-Con set for $15. Also, the Labo is about $100 now if you get it for Black Friday.
$100.
$100.
$200.
$100.
I'll make you a cardboard piano. I'll have to spend $100 on that.
Again, I'd rather play an actual piano. Now, going to the Black Friday deals for Xbone and PS4, which starts tomorrow. You can get a stupid thing. Okay, you can get a PlayStation 2, not PlayStation 2. You can get a PlayStation 4 with the Spider-Man bundle for $200, and you can save up on any of the new games that are gonna be discounted. If you want to get a brand new copy of God of War 4, you can get it for $30. You can get Detroit Becoming Human for $20, Overwatch for $20, and Horizon Zero Dawn for $10.
Who's bringing it to them?
Well, what?
I think it was Bajimxenn.
I'm so sorry. Hooray! I have all those games and I have no money. Ugh.
Yay!
Every Black Friday, fucking awesome.
You can also, GameStop is actually offering a PlayStation VR bundle for $250, which comes with the helmet, 2 Move controllers, the PlayStation camera, Creed Rise to Glory, Super Hot again. No, Super Hot. Yeah. Again, this one, and blah blah blah. On the Xbone side, you can get an Xbox One with a copy of Minecraft for $200.
Why?
Fucking Minecraft.
Because
That's beat into a dead end. Why?
you don't want to play Minecraft?
I played it enough. No.
Don't you want to play it on Xbox with 4K?
You don't.
Minecraft in 4K.
Dude, if I want to play Minecraft in 4K, I might as well do it on my PC.
Yes, exactly.
Sure.
Fucking at 30 FPS.
Now, unless you don't want to risk your life in the annual purge, you can do the Black Friday deals on Amazon. Black Friday deals on Amazon are going crazy right now. You can get an Echo sub. You can get an Echo sub and 2 Echoes for $250. You can get a Blink indoor camera system for roughly $166. I think, let me see. For 1 indoor camera, it's $67. For 2, $114. 3, $154. 5 camera systems is $234, and so forth and so forth. You can actually find a lot of these deals on cnet.com. Also,
a lot of Big Brother sales this Black Friday.
Pretty
Like the
much.
Amazon Dots and freaking security camera bundles. Damn.
I mean, if you don't trust your nanny looking after your kid, I mean, why not? Anyways, but
If you don't trust anybody.
I mean, I copped that PlayStation Plus subscription like for $40 for like 12 months.
Actually, and that's what I was actually gonna say. If you are broke like well, I'm not broke anymore, but if you are a broke boy who does not want to pay monthly for PlayStation Plus,
You really shouldn't.
you should totally get the 1-year subscription to PlayStation Plus, because it's now $20 off. So you can get a 1-year subscription to PlayStation Plus for $40. Get it while it lasts. I'm actually gonna
$40 or $30?
That makes
40.
sense, because you buy it on Black Friday for cheap, and then it expires next year on Black Friday, you buy it again for cheap.
Actually, that's a great deal.
exactly.
That's a good idea.
Man.
But I didn't come up with that idea, my friend. No, I don't take credit for that idea, but that's
a pretty good idea, honestly. Holy crap.
Not gonna
shout out
lie,
to
it's
my
not.
friend for that.
What do you mean it's not?
I'm not gonna lie, it's not even worth $40.
Yeah.
Well, that's a talk for another time because I want to finish this up real quick. PUBG will be coming to the PlayStation 4 next month, so all you PUBG
Okay,
fans,
late.
yeah, there you
They're
go.
late to the party.
PlayStation Classic runs on an open source emulator, like I said was going to. I hate to be the one to tell you so, but I told everyone. So
yeah.
if you are upset like pretty much everyone is at this point because the lineup for PlayStation Classic is extremely disappointing, you can now put more ROMs on the PlayStation 1 Classic. So you can put, I'm pretty sure you can put up to like 200 games on there or something like that. Do not take my word for it. But once the PlayStation Classic drops next month, grab it, and I'm grabbing it, and I will try to see what I can do, and I'll let y'all know how it goes. Overwatch, you might need to reinstall Overwatch due to some updates. So
No.
Go ahead.
It's not you. Technically, you're updating Overwatch, but the size is like a new reinstall.
it requires you to reinstall the game.
Effective. It's effectively like reinstalling.
Thankfully, I didn't have to, so I'm happy about that.
Jesus Christ! How many patches and the character, right? Ash. God damn. And how many what's it called? Tweaks did they make this patch? Jesus.
I honestly don't know. But anyways, alright, we're almost done with the quick news. Xbox, you can now buy a Xbox's first party keyboard and mouse. Since we already discussed that the Xbox is going to be doing keyboard and mouse support, you can now buy the keyboard and mouse for the Xbox One. Now they're now on the shelves right now, so if you are that one person who's going to buy a keyboard and mouse for your Xbox, do it now. Also, and our last piece of quick news, a little picture came out recently. And apparently Hollywood is making a Monster Hunter movie. We don't know too much about it.
We know enough.
We don't know too much about it, but it looks like it's gonna be ripping off that movie Reign of Fire with Christian Bale that came out back in 2002. If it's like Reign of Fire, low key I might go, but I might go watch it because I loved Reign of Fire when I was a kid. So
it's gonna be shit because it's another shitty American update.
Fucking army men. What the fuck, dude?
Yes, it's the U.S. Army falls into a portal and then they fight monsters.
Fucking tanks and bazookas in this, like, what? They fight in the game, they're like in the jungle and with like this cool badass armor and swords and spears and like bows and like, what?
Yeah,
You
and
sound
here
mad.
we get this.
Fucking army men, dude.
You
We just get
sound
the US
mad right now.
We get the U.S. Army fighting against monsters.
No, we get generic army, like not even.
No, that's
No,
pretty much.
Videos. These recruitment videos are getting more and more complex.
I'm trying to get all the Monster Hunter players to recruit.
God!
I'm telling you, man, it's gonna be shit.
Yeah, I could already tell.
It's gonna be
Which one's
another
gonna be shit?
the Monster Hunter
Hunter
movie,
movie.
the U.S. version.
Alright.
Oh god.
Let's get started on the actual news that we actually do care about. For starters, the VGAs just got announced, and the VGAs will be set to be going in the first week of December. What day was it again? The VGAs? Oh, the December 6th. Right now you can actually go on.
It's no Smash. I'm
Wait, when
joking.
does Smash come out?
The 7th.
Can I finish? Can I finish? Shut up! Can I finish?
Yes.
Can I finish? Y'all can talk later. I
Fuck,
want to
actually.
finish. Thank you.
I
Now.
don't know, it's black now.
Shut up, colonizer. Anyways, so for the you got the nominees for 2008 VGAs. They're now up on their actual website. For Game of the Year, then you can actually vote now. For Game of the Year, we have Assassin's Creed Odyssey, Celeste, God of War 4, Marvel Spider-Man, Monster Hunter World, and Red Dead Redemption 2, which is weird. Best ongoing game: Destiny 2: The Forsaken, Fortnite, No Man's Sky, HOW, Overwatch, and Rainbow Six Siege. Best game direction.
it's gonna be either Overwatch or Fortnite.
You have to go through the whole list.
Yes, I'm going through the whole list. Best game direction, we got okay. How about this? Not all of them, but some nominees
Not
that we're
everything, yeah.
some nominees that we're gonna be seeing. We got A Way Out, Detroit Becoming Human. We got Life is Strange 2 Episode 1. We got Octopath Traveler, Return of the Obra Dinn. What other games we got? We got Ni no Kuni 2 Revenant Kingdom. We also got Forza 4 somehow. We got some.
Which game? Wait.
Forza 4 got nominated, as well as Call of Duty Black Ops 4. Best performances, we got Brian Dechart, Christopher Judge, Melissa Cynthia, the chick from who did whatever, I don't remember that girl's name. Roger Clark. We also got
Arthur Morgan.
Yeah, and we got a bunch of other games and many more. I'm trying to see what got nominated for best fighting games. No lie. Also, Dead Cell and Far Cry 5 and Mega Man 11 are also people who got nominated so far. Guys, what are your thoughts on it? Oh, real quick, now I got best fighting games. Best fighting games, which I'm actually curious about. Nominees are BlazBlue Cross Tag Battle, Dragon Ball Z Fighter, Soul Calibur 6, and Street Fighter 5 Arcade Edition. Oh, I know which one's not getting nominated or not gonna win, and so forth and so forth. So, I'm gonna go first. So this looks like a solid list of games that are gonna get a solid list of lineups that are a solid lineup of games that are getting nominated. If I'm gonna say this right now, because I think Game of the Year is probably the most important. There are 3 games that I believe could get nominated. I'm gonna say either Red Dead, Marvel Spider-Man, or God of War 4. And the reason why is because, first of all, Capcom kind of dropped Monster Hunter World was probably Capcom's best-selling game this year, but they had so much crap to deal with, especially on the PC, because you then later on find out that the same guys who published Monster Hunter World were not the same guys who did it for the PC version. They actually gave it to another company. Celeste, I have not played it, so I don't know I
have no idea what's Celeste.
And Assassin's Creed Odyssey looks fun, but again, I haven't played it. But the games I have played,
just way better.
Well, yeah, Wakanda Forever. But other than that, the one thing I will say is I don't know how Red Dead Redemption 2 got nominated. The game just came out. I don't know how in the hell.
Made it in time before the deadline. There's a cutoff point. That's why Spyro Reignited isn't on there.
So they just barely made it in, or
they just barely made the cutoff point.
Yeah, but I'm gonna say straight up, pick one. Who do you think's gonna win for Game of the Year?
Red Dead Redemption 2, honestly, because let's just face it, Red Dead Redemption 2 is a game that I think the majority of us have been waiting for since the first Red Dead Redemption, which came out back in 2010. It's been 8 years since that game came out, and I will say this right now, and I realized that Red Dead Redemption 2 came out before Kingdom Hearts 3. Which, wow, and it came out before that stupid Final Fantasy VII Remake, which is never coming out, but that's a different story for another time. But I already know for a fact that Red Dead Redemption 2, honestly, it's going to win. It's going to win for a lot of reasons. Hype, it's going to win for a game that everyone's been waiting for, and I think overall storyline-wise and just overall gameplay, it's going to win on that too. But
I would
go ahead.
Disagree and say that it'll be Marvel Spider-Man, surprisingly, because it actually did a lot of things justice for especially a licensed movie video game. On top of that one, the gameplay is actually very solid in general. On top of it,
I mean, I own the game. Yeah, I own the game, and let me put it like this: there's a reason why I've not bought Red Dead Redemption 2. I mean, I have the money to buy it right now, but I'm not going to. But the reason being is because I have not beaten Marvel Spider-Man yet. I will be going back into it very soon. I might be going into it during Thanksgiving break. But I think even though your argument about Spider-Man is sound, Xforce, but honestly, the only way Marvel Spider-Man is going to win is one of the big reasons is because Stan Lee passed away. That might be a one. I think off of that.
That might be an X factor.
Yeah.
But even then, even without the X factor, I personally think it's on its own merits. It should win the Game of the Year award. Honestly, it should win. Obviously, I'm not too much in indie ones, and we both don't know about Celeste. So if Celeste wins, the indies must have done something really extraordinary for them to actually pull it off.
Last time an indie game won Game of the Year was like in 2011 and 2012 with like Journey on the PlayStation.
Yeah.
There's also Cuphead, but Cuphead deserved it.
Cuphead got nominated. No. Cuphead got. I believe Cuphead got nominated for Game of the Year. It didn't win Game of the Year.
There are different video game awards, like IGN has them, Game Informer. I guess if we're looking at the Game Awards, you know, with Jeff Keighley, like I don't know. If it doesn't win, for example, if let's say Spider-Man or God of War doesn't win Game of the Year in the video game awards, it could probably win it. It could Game Informer, IGN, somebody else could give it a Game of the Year.
Yeah, I think Detroit Become Human might get best performance.
Now, there's two games that might make it, which I agree, Detroit Become Human and A Way Out. And I actually did get to see how Detroit did see gameplay with it after seeing someone play it, and actually experienced it. Like, wow, that is some shit.
I played the demo for Detroit.
I have the whole game, actually.
Okay.
I have it. So even though I don't necessarily make the decisions and such because someone else is playing it, I still experience like, wow, what the hell is this? So, and Detroit Become Human actually touches on a common subject, a common subject that should be talked about, but never talked about in general.
Okay, honestly, Xforce, we could go into that, but again, none of us has played it, and we still got an entire list of things to talk about.
Yeah, okay then. Alright. I think for best game direction, A Way Out probably gonna win. The narrative one, Detroit. Straight up.
Alright then. GC, what's your because honestly, we're just talking about Game of the Year. What do you think? What game do you think is gonna win Game of the Year?
Okay, we're just gonna
GC.
Okay.
Probably. I mean, I'm still either between it's either gonna be Spider-Man or. No, honestly, no, it probably might be Spider-Man. I mean, yeah, it just might be Spider-Man.
All right then. What about you, Bajimxenn?
I can tell you what's not gonna win fucking Game of the Year. Fucking Assassin's Creed Odyssey. Oh, like, and I'll bet money on that too. Fuck off.
Wow.
Fucking made it a Game of the Year.
Damn.
God, fucking damn it, Ubisoft.
Hey man, Ubisoft. Damn. Hey man, Ubisoft's been cleaning house. Okay, I will give Ubisoft their credit, dude. I will give them their clout.
Credit when they fucking earn it. Okay, this was developed alongside Origins, and so as Origins was expanding on the gameplay, Odyssey was expanding on like the role playing, like the dialogue system. But I don't know. I can't believe it fucking made it in the Game Award Game of the Years. I don't much care for it. I'll probably give it.
Go ahead, Mighty Zod.
Yeah. I don't trust Ubisoft at all. I play a lot of Rainbow Six Siege. I never trust them at all. They took out mid-season reinforcement because the fucking pros couldn't adapt to it. Fuck Ubisoft, man.
Okay.
They're not gonna give us a good product ever.
In defense of Ubisoft, though, Capcom is just as guilty as Ubisoft because Capcom released Street Fighter V months early, and the game wasn't even complete. And the only reason why they did it, yeah, screw the hardcore audience, dude. No, man. I'm sorry. If you have not, if you mean to tell me that you want to put out the game that's not complete, they fairly admitted the game was not complete. The fact that they still did is a crime. At least with Rainbow Six Siege,
priorities, man.
At least with Rainbow Six Siege, they have a reason to do it. They have a reason.
It launched really badly and for no reason. What was the reason? Not for esports.
It's for the esports money.
At least not for esports at the time. So they had to patch the shit out of fucking Rainbow Six Siege.
Yeah, no. The thing is, it's not esports that saved Rainbow Six Siege. It was the unique experience and then constantly coming out with the free weekends, and then also giving us the DLC operators for free. Esports makes up a tiny fraction of the community that actually plays the game, and mind you, they get paid to play the game. They can't keep up with mid-season updates with nerfs and buffs. Sounds to me like maybe they shouldn't be professionals. Maybe they actually suck at the game.
Damn, dude.
That is the hottest take, because they are good at the game. But if they can't if I can keep up with the updates on the nerfs and the buffs, and I haven't played the game since March, why can't they adapt?
I need to get into Rainbow Six Siege. That game looks like a lot of fun, to be honest.
And also,
so much
Ubisoft's
fun.
thing too is Ghost Recon is pretty good, but I don't know about the Division 2. I'm still kind of skeptical on that part.
I'm currently looking over to the list of the nominees, and so the lower I go, the more I just want to face palm at this point.
All right, but all right, so I pretty much got everyone. Skooks, I didn't get your insight. What game do you think is gonna win Game of the Year?
I don't really know. I haven't been paying attention to it.
Okay. All right. With all that being said, so also I'm saying this right now. We will be doing a live reaction to the VGAs when they happen. I think it happens that Thursday, December 6th. Let me check my calendar real quick, because I know that myself and GC will be watching the VGAs. It's gonna be Thursday, December 6th. Yeah. So we will, which is the day after my birthday. Cool. We will be doing a live reaction to the VGAs when the VGAs happen. So with all that being said, yeah, VGAs a pretty solid lineup, and if you guys haven't yet, go on VGA's official website, vgas.com, to look at the rest of the nominees. Question, real quick, I just want a one-word answer. Which fighting game do you think is going to win out of the ones I said? You have BlazBlue Cross Tag, Dragon Ball Fighter Z,
Dragon Ball Fighters.
You think it's Dragon Ball Fighter? I think it's Soul Calibur.
Soul Calibur 6, or
I want Soul Calibur to win, but I think Dragon Ball Fighter is gonna win. So
I feel like because of the creative content for Soul Calibur, like even though Dragon Ball Fighter Z is like it's a good game, but at the same time though, a lot of casuals just dropped it.
Okay,
Like,
how about this? We're not gonna take away BlazBlue Cross Tag because screw that game, and take away Street Fighter 5.
Game.
Let's look at the big two.
Crossing Fate.
What?
You can't escape the Crossing Fate.
Shut up.
God damn it.
Let's look at the big two. Soul Calibur 6 or Dragon Ball Fighters. Which one do you think is gonna win?
a lot of people
Calibur.
like it.
Soul Calibur straight up. You can do a lot more things in there.
Okay.
And it's very good. And it's hype as hell.
All right. What other guys? What I need your other insight. Come on.
DBZ kicked the shit out of M when Marvel came out, and then DBZ just came out of nowhere and fucking sucker punched it. So I would love Soul Calibur to win, but it's probably gonna go to DBZ.
Okay.
Wait, why did all the casuals drop it?
Because it plays like Marvel.
Dude.
No, not Marvel. No, I'm saying
because
Fighters,
because they don't want to get good.
That too. All right.
That's a big reason.
It's
They don't want to get good.
harder to get good at.
Mighty Zai, what's your take, man? What do you think's gonna win?
I think DBZ's gonna win
Okay. Skooks.
because weebs are weebs.
Okay. Skooks.
What? I already answered.
Okay. Oh yeah. Okay.
Wait,
Fine.
what'd you answer?
I said Dragon Ball Fighters.
So everyone is saying Dragon Ball Fighters. Oh
I'm
wait,
saying
GC.
Dragon Ball Fighters, but I'm fairly certain that as well, Soul Calibur 6 might pull through.
But you gotta pick one, dude. Come on.
So I'm saying
No, it's
Dragon
fine.
Ball Fighters. That's just
Okay.
me.
Skooks. I mean not Skooks. Damn it! I'm botching names. GC. What about you?
He's at work.
He's
man.
working. Okay. I'm going to defend Bajimxenn.
Fighters.
Okay, fine. I'm gonna be the one guy who's gonna say this. I'm gonna defend Bajimxenn. I'm gonna say I'm gonna say Soul Calibur 6 is going to probably win by like a hair.
Really?
I
That's
would disagree with the margin. It's probably it's going to be a fair margin, actually. It's
'Cause-
going to be a fair margin, in my opinion.
Between those two, yes, because again, no one cares about Street Fighter V Arcade Edition. No one gives a damn about Blaze Blue Cross Tag.
And before
You hear me
Blaze
complain about
Best Buddy
cross tag
before
battle for a
2018.
lot.
Exactly.
For a long time.
Like-
you hear me complain about this game for a
Like
lot.
anyone who's in the fighting game community as a whole does not give a damn about that game, and especially if you're the ones who knew the story on what Arc System was doing, like the bullcrap DLC crap that they were doing with the characters, that was it probably worse than Street Fighter Cross Tekken's, then you probably didn't support the game like I did. Cause I'm not. Look, Arc Systems already is on my my list that I'm done. I can't stand you niggas because they know.
You got a big list of. You got a huge list, man.
He has beef with everything,
Yeah.
honestly.
You got.
But let's put it this way. Either way, Namco Bandai wins.
Yeah, Namco Bandai's taking.
has 2 games in the best
Yeah.
fighting game category: Blaze Blue and DBZ. So they're like, "Fuck it, man. We got 50% chance of taking home the trophy."
Same thing with Bandai Namco.
And Bandai Namco.
Bando
Like,
Namco.
Oh my god.
All right, but
You-
let go ahead.
But you know what? Okay, here's the thing. We could all agree that Capcom takes the L for this one. We
Yeah,
could all agree with that one.
dude, we're always gonna say Capcom's taking an L. Capcom takes an L in every
No,
single
you,
thing
you
they
always
do.
say that one. I'm just saying I agree with you for this time.
So wait, you wouldn't agree? You wouldn't agree with me about Capcom taking L's at the beginning?
No,
When they
they're
deserve
taking the
it.
L. They're taking the L for this one. Hard.
Bro,
Yeah.
bro, Capcom until Capcom improves, they will always take an L. Any Capcom fanboy who doesn't like that, I don't care what you think.
Yeah.
So now let's get to some actual serious news because, matter of fact, I might have to cue up the serious music for the remainder of this podcast. So we got some serious business to talk about.
Some serious business. Gotta be
Yeah.
national hunting around.
PlayStation. Sony has now officially announced that they will be skipping E3 for the first time in the show's 24-year history. This is coming from Variety. One of the Sony community heads there confirmed that as the industry involves, Sony Interactive Entertainment continues to look for inventive opportunities to engage the community. PlayStation fans mean the world to us, and we always want to innovate, think differently, and experiment with new ways to delight gamers. As a result, we've decided not to participate in E3 in 2019. We're exploring new and familiar ways to engage our community in 2019 and can't wait to share our plans with you. So with that,
So what they're trying to say is they think that E3 is a waste. It's a waste of time, and they better spend their time. And they better spend their time increasing the market for the gaming industry.
I think it's more that they
I'm joking, but
know E3's where you
It's-
can really kill your company, and they don't. They'd rather be able to start their own sort of kind of E3 where they can control everything.
dude, they have PlayStation Experience already.
yeah, but you gotta keep
How's
in
that
mind,
working?
PlayStation Experience got canceled this year.
You're right. Holy shit! They're just not going to any. They're just not going to any conventions, and what the hell?
Until they have something to show.
Shit, it's reminding me of something. Somebody shut the bed, and I don't remember who it was.
So I'm
didn't realize that.
gonna take that as Xforce's reaction to it. So I'm gonna skip him. Bajimxenn, what's your
Really
thoughts on
now?
this?
No!
Bajimxenn, what's your thoughts on this?
Well, they got nothing to show, right?
They
PS4,
skipped
like,
it.
I mean, I was also thinking that maybe, so like no presents at all at E3. So I was thinking like, are they gonna not do like their own PlayStation whatever during E3? So or just straight up not gonna be at all, not attending.
They're not going to be there at all.
Okay, so there's no show. Yeah,
That's
probably PlayStation Experience.
But they
Good point.
didn't. They didn't do PlayStation Experience as well.
For next year probably.
But that's really surprising off of that, especially they're one of the entertainment giants as well in general.
Yeah, they're leading. Them and Nintendo are like neck and neck, right?
But
Switch
Even-
sales and PS4.
let's put gaming aside. In general, though, Sony has a huge market share for movies and music as well. Gaming
Yeah.
is not their only market share.
But it makes them the most money. The gaming.
No, music
sure?
makes them the most money.
Yeah.
Music
I don't know about
straight
that.
makes them the most money in this one.
Why did they spend so much money on orchestras for their games?
Well, that Last of Us orchestra. Oh no, that Last of Us 2. Is it this year's E3?
Yes, this year's E3.
Ooh,
But yeah, it's,
man.
GC, what's your thoughts on this? Oh, he's still at work. Skooks, what about you? What's your thoughts?
I feel left of me, Cam. What this is reminding me of.
I'm here.
Okay, GC, what's your thoughts on Sony skipping E3 this year?
Well, it's pretty much, prior, just as in the cancellation of the PlayStation 4, they don't really have any games, and I believe, all they focus is on basically just the finishing. I was pretty much developing the PlayStation 5, which is already finalized, and they're basically working on titles right now. And I guess the only games that pretty much coming out right now focusing on is either Days Gone and Dreams. And pretty much just to save the cost or whatever, instead of spending millions and millions of dollars, pushing on different departments in a convention where pretty much they could just save that money and just focus on pretty much their hardware, which is the PS5, which I believe it probably won't be released until 2020, but they might showcase it at the 2019 PlayStation Experience. And also, I think they take tips on Nintendo. Just has it Nintendo pretty much step back and you see how they doing the Nintendo Direct and saving money like that, because that's where the core audience is through streaming. So Nintendo might do something similar, but we don't know.
All right then.
They still have to spend money on production though. That's the thing.
Yeah. What else? Mighty Zod, what about you?
I don't think anything's gonna happen other than Microsoft is gonna pick up the slack from Sony, because I think they've kind of learned from the last time. I say that, and then next console gen they're gonna fuck up again. I think that kind of just goes without saying. It's gonna happen every time one company does good one gen, the next gen they do something stupid.
Okay,
So you're saying that Sony's going to take the L in this one?
Yeah, I think they're gonna take the L on this one. And then Xbox will be the popular console until the next generation of consoles come out.
Dude, all eyes on Microsoft next year. at
Yeah,
E3.
pretty much. But even then, what really concerns me in general is this year Sony's been making a lot of questionable moves, like especially with crossplay. That's a big deal, honestly. Yeah, so crossplay, people will remember it. They will remember the bullshit that they pull out with crossplay until they pull off the PR move with Fortnite.
Here is my question, real quick.
Thing is,
Time out. Wait. Here's my question. Do you think them greenlighting cross multiplayer costs them money? So they're like, you know what? Screw this. We're not gonna go to E3.
No.
Okay.
It doesn't cost them money. It's just the problem with Sony is that they're trying to have total control of their product, and by doing crossplay, you lose control of it, where the money is going to. So let's put it this way: assume the case that you're planning on buying something you're playing Fortnite on both Xbox and PS4, for example.
Keep going,
the part
nigga.
the part that makes Sony afraid is they would prefer to purchase from the Microsoft site than on a Sony site. That's their fear, and thus not less money going towards Sony.
Sony wants you to buy V-Bucks from Fortnite on the PS4 and not on Xbox, right?
I think yeah.
Well, that's just an example. Although real case scenario, it will be Nintendo Switch in this context.
Or a PC.
Sony
Yeah.
in general doesn't really follow the concept of if you buy the console, it's your console. To them, it's still their console. They're just leasing it to you, basically.
That's any video game company, whether it's Nintendo, Sony, or anything, when it comes to hardware, console, or video game.
Well,
kind of, because I can still mod. Like, the reason why a lot of stuff came slower to the
dude,
to the PlayStation was because Sony doesn't like the idea of mods.
So
They think you should just play the game as is.
dude,
Because I can use an example like basically with Nintendo, just as in with my Smash Brothers videos. Even though I own the copy, but when I basically stream or record videos with my game, they don't copyright my claim on the game that they sold to me.
well, by technicality, you don't actually own the game. You pretty much purchased a license to play the game.
Yes.
Here's my.
You don't actually
Okay.
own the game.
No.
You just own
We're
the
no.
license that they can
Hold
revoke
on.
at any
Back
moment.
then.
No. Hey, shut up. No, we're not going to go into that because that would open up another can of worms that I don't want to get involved with.
There's so many open cans of worms everywhere.
Like,
I mean, every time we move
But
to a
on a
new
more
topic, another can of worms.
Yeah. But I mean, but for Sony, it boils down to what do they have to showcase besides Dreams and Days Gone? They don't have no hardware coming out. Like, you're not gonna hear no information for the PlayStation 5 until, like you said, a year or two from now.
We can
But
show
other than
Dragon's Crown. That'd be great.
I got a couple of games they could have told us about. I don't know. Death Stranding, or I'm just throwing I'm just throwing an idea out there. Maybe Final Fantasy VII's remake, or the Avengers game.
That's fucking Square Enix. Yell at them.
Dude, I'm so tired of yelling at Square Enix. It's ridiculous. But at the same time, here's the thing. Here's the thing, though, Bajimxenn. A lot of Square Enix games that they show are mainly during Sony's press conference. That's the reason why I'm wondering if people are wondering why, if I'm wondering why at this point why Sony is skipping out on E3. You got plenty of games that, even though yes they are also third party, they still show off. Like Kingdom Hearts 4, they show off a lot of Kingdom Hearts 4 during Sony's press conference. Kingdom Hearts 3, Jesus Christ. They show off a lot about Kingdom Hearts 3 during Sony's press conference, as well as Microsoft, and as well as at Square Enix's press conference, which was god tier levels of awful.
By the way, speaking of Square Enix, Cloud HD got released in Smash.
Why though?
Wait, what?
Because because Cloud is being released for Smash. I mean, Cloud is going to play in Smash Ultimate. So, yeah. Whatever. Never mind.
I'm still here, but I'm waiting for everyone to stop. I was waiting for everyone to if they were done talking, but that was just me. But so yeah, guys. So unfortunately, Sony is not going to be here this year. So this coming year for E3. So
whatever it is.
Also, so let's move on to some more news. What's on my notes? Okay, so
Nintendo.
this one, Nintendo. Let's sit down, guys, because Nintendo is at it with the sickness again. So we guys told you about two of the ROM sites that Nintendo shut down earlier this year. LoveRoms.com and LoveRetro.com as well. They sued the people that were running the websites. Well, it is an unfortunate day to tell you guys that Nintendo did win the court case against the ROM sites and are asking the families of those ROM sites to pay damn near $12 million due to massive copyright and trademark infringement.
The reason why it was happening is because they were actually charging people to use the ROMs. There's not a free
they
website
were?
you can actually
They were?
Yeah.
So I was.
They were.
Yeah, that's deserved.
Thank you
Yes,
for
they
bringing
were.
that
That's
up.
deserved.
They weren't actually giving away the ROMs for free. It's not like one of those ROM sites that I've been to. I won't drop the name because I'm not going to get these guys gone because that's a good site.
Yeah,
But it's not like the typical ROM site where you go in there and you can just play the games for free or you can download them. No, they were charging people access.
That's not cool.
Are you dead? Why didn't anyone
Yes.
tell me this?
Because they
That's
didn't
what I
want
was
you to know
gonna
at the
say.
time.
Well, I was
They were
gonna say
actually
too.
charging. Veggie, real
That's-
quick. They were charging
No,
people
go ahead, go ahead.
per ROM per use. That's why they got hit with $12 million. It's not them cracking down on like MU Paradise or anyone like that. These people were actually scalping for ROMs. So in this case, on a case by case basis, this time it's all okay.
Yeah, it's basically everything within. There's no. This is pretty much black and white at this point.
Okay,
Because-
here's my
because
thing.
they're
Time
selling
out, time
intellectual
out,
property
time
that
out,
they don't
time
own.
out. Here's my thing. Why didn't anyone tell me this months ago?
I thought you knew.
'Cause it's
No,
actually-
because so you mean to tell me recently that the reason why these people were getting sued was because of
Took
the
it down.
fact that they were freaking charging people emulators, ROMs for their emulators.
So they were making they were making profit off of the site and the ROMs. Either that
Yes.
was through like advertisements on the sites, which I don't know how.
No, I think they're just making money out the site is what I know. They weren't
Okay.
actually, having the ROMs just sit there for free. No, they were.
I didn't know
making,
how they were. Yeah, I didn't know how they were making money, but I was gonna bring that up later. Thank you, Skooks, for bringing that up.
They were making money off the ROM site. All of this was a lie. If they weren't just normal people having ROMs and everything. No, they were charging people somehow.
Somehow they were making money.
Here's my thing. How are you able to charge people when you can get all these games for free?
Dude, people will be ignorant about it. Okay. Even though we think that it's smart enough that we can get free ROM and such, there are people who are willing to charge it because they don't know any better. Ignorance. Straight up ignorance. It's like how at MapleStory where they'll actually buy mesos for real money on a bot sites.
Honestly, I have nothing else to say about this. Honestly, does anyone else have anything to say? All right, I'm gonna skip Xforce and Skooks because they've already filled me in on what's going on. Bajimxenn, GC, thoughts?
Well deserved.
I guess
Yep.
so. And Mighty Zod.
I think 12 million is a bit excessive.
You're right. It should be 11 million.
No,
They're
No,
not
I
gonna-
think-
they can't pay that.
I think it's very much so excessive, and Nintendo knows it. But Nintendo isn't known for being nice to people.
Well, let's put it this way. They're,
I mean, I would
they're being
depend
made
how
an
long they
example. There we go.
Like, I mean, I guarantee you, if Nintendo could, they would sue everyone for selling their games at yard sales.
yeah, Nintendo
That's
would.
yard sales,
Nintendo,
though.
no, but no, Nintendo would be petty. No, knowing Nintendo, and now I can actually defend this. Nintendo's petty as hell. They probably would do that.
Yeah,
I don't know how petty.
like you have an old copy of Mario 64 and you sell that at a yard sale, and some Japanese man in a suit shows up and hands you a lawsuit that says you owe
Richie.
them $2 billion.
No, he shows up
right.
and he breaks your legs and then takes
No.
$2 million.
No, then Reggie
Reggie,
shows up and does
no.
the default dance.
You know the perfect example? You know when the NES Classic first came out and people basically bought them quickly and sold them on eBay for like $5,000 to $10,000? Why Nintendo didn't come after them?
Because that was their
First,
stuff.
protection.
Down.
I know why. Because that was Nintendo. I know why. That was
Why?
Nintendo stuff. Nintendo. If Nintendo's selling it, they ain't go. And someone sells it back, they don't give a damn.
Yeah, they're making money. They made their profit off of the unit.
Yes, but think about it. That's literally the same thing with ROMs. Think
Yeah.
about it.
No, I know, and I agree
Hang
with you. And I totally, and I agree with you.
Yeah, and that's the thing. It's like here, you already sold the game and you can resell it. Nintendo's not gonna make any money. What's the difference between having free ROMs online compared to buying a used game?
Software and
point is
hardware,
pay them.
maybe.
You need to pay them. That's what.
Yeah, that's the only difference. Nintendo and all these companies aren't actually making any money off secondhand sales. When you sell a used copy, that's going straight to the place you bought it from.
Your
Place-
GameStop,
What?
your eBay sellers,
Or your
Games.
local whatever, Second and Charles.
your
Exactly,
Craigslist.
like- Exactly, and you know what happens? They're not getting any of the money, so I don't know why they're cracking down on emulators. I think it's because the data now, they have no real control over.
Yeah, definitely. Nintendo really, most companies really suck when it comes to that. Like, you can't you can't do anything to your console, otherwise you're breaking the contract and they'll IP ban your console.
It's technically
or
not
whatever.
illegal though. Technically.
Well, no,
because
it's
you're
not
reversing-
illegal. It's not illegal because you own the console. You paid for it. It's now
Yeah,
yours.
You
They
own the
can't tell
hardware.
Yeah.
You actually do own the hardware, and if you reverse engineer it through not stealing the schematics, but through a trial and error, that is perfectly legal, by the way. If you reverse engineered yourself.
But the thing is,
Yeah.
they
So you mean,
them and Sony have the hard line. It's theirs, not yours. You may have paid for it, but it's theirs. And how dare you? How dare you mod it? How dare you mod it to actually be good, or be able to mod games with good mods?
Because I was gonna say Xforce. So you know how like basically when it comes to the hardware, like people will buy the hardware. Like let's just say they'll buy like Super Nintendo, and Genesis, the hardware, and they'll create like their own modding station and just combine all the hardware together into one hardware console. Like technically that's not legal. Not illegal.
Yeah, it's not illegal if you're able to modify because you own the stuff anyways. Hardware now, and here's the thing. Here's a special case for hardware stuff. Hardware, once you buy it, you're guaranteed to own it. Guaranteed. If you buy it.
Kind of.
Because what they have to do is provide a mechanical license. They cannot sell product unless they provide a mechanical license. So when you purchase the product, you automatically have the mechanical license that you own it.
It's like crowded sitting there.
Yo, what is that
On
sound?
the back too.
On the back.
Yeah.
GC, you're still live. I hope you know that. Anyways,
Tell them I said hi.
so all right, so I think we've hit we hit the nail on the board when it comes to this. So
Okay,
let's move on.
What about digital though?
Jesus Christ.
Digital, oh, that's software.
I hate
That-
digital.
That's a
What-
messy subject right there.
Which, but thinking about this, which is my next subject, which I've been saying it since day one, why they're basically going to move towards a CD-less console. Just only
They
digital.
have better control in general. They have much better control, and they can safely say, you're being licensed. You don't own it, because the mechanical license applies to physical, to the physical.
It also means that you can't share your copy of the game. They want your friend to be able to go out and have to buy one.
But in general, though, when you buy a physical copy, they have to provide a mechanical license and saying that you own the product. So let's say you buy a game, now you own it. Simple as that, correct? But if you download the game, if you buy the game digitally and you play it, if you buy the game digitally, you don't own it.
Exactly.
You're
You're renting it.
licensed. Not renting. That wouldn't be accurate. You're licensed to have the permission to play it,
Yeah.
So
and they
can
don't
take it
provide
away
you the
from
mechanical license as well.
I think
Now here's a caveat though. If you can modify the code, recreate it, you own it.
Mm,
If you can recreate it yourself.
No, because how copyrights work.
Yeah.
If you recreate the code, you've basically just stolen their code.
Yeah, by technicality, yeah, that's true. But what I'm saying is, if the expression of the product is different, then you can toss that out the window.
Yeah, true. I think as well. You know, I think people are going to defend if they move to a CD-less console because people
They will.
defend everything. They'll defend it by saying, "Oh well, no, it's less clutter now." Like, yeah, but back in 2014,
don't actually own anything.
like but back in 2014 they were talking about how easy
Yeah,
it
they
is
will.
to share with share your games with your friends. You just hand it to them. You can't do that now because that was their game all along. Is they wanted you to think they were on your side.
I mean,
And now they're moving to you have to buy everything if you want to play a game with your friend.
I can't hand you a game that I want to borrow, but
Yeah, you can. Just stop.
Hey,
being
for
lazy.
can't tell it either.
God, I mean, you see, I knew you Californians were lazy, but I didn't know you were this lazy.
What? Dude, I already have a game that is borrowed at the moment. Yeah, I actually plan to give it back.
I've had a
time.
game borrowed for like
No!
5 years and never given it back.
I feel as if this podcast legit just went down.
Let's put it this way:
let me explain.
Nintendo pretty much sued the people who are making others pay for ROMs, which is a spree. Which on the people who are selling the
crap.
ROM part are scumbags, and Nintendo has every right to do that. Done.
I would say
Right?
yes. I would say this one before we move on because we gotta talk about Chicago because I really feel bad for Chicago.
Okay, go for it. Talk about it.
So I think in this case Nintendo is right for suing these people and winning. Now I think a simple cease and desist would have been okay, but you're about to sue these fools for $12 million that I'm pretty sure they don't have. Because I don't know what it's like.
Great example. Right there.
Right.
Straight up.
I don't. I can see y'all saying making them an example, but I don't know how you think that these people, who I don't know how they were able to get money off this website. How are you gonna sue them, and how do you think they're gonna make it back that $12 million?
They're not. They're gonna settle out probably.
No. I don't think it's settled out at all. It's like they won, so there's no settlement.
They're not gonna get $12 million from these two. I don't even know how. Depending if they made that much. Imagine if they made that much money, though.
It's like what the hell?
Yeah,
I don't know.
What?
I really don't know. And by the way, before we move
Let's
on,
move on, though.
this King
Oh.
Ghidorah dabbing. What the hell, fam? What the fuck?
Do that.
Come on, that was funny.
That's stupid.
It is stupid, but it's great. Come on.
King
Come on now.
I
Don't
had-
act like you don't think that's good.
I had
really cute, actually.
That's terrible.
I had to look at
it's
it.
Awesome.
I had to
I
look
love
at
it.
it again, and I'm like, what the hell am I looking at? I don't get it. Is that King Ghidorah? Is it supposed to be like his head looking like a dick or what? And then I had to, I'm like, oh, okay.
No.
It's hilarious. It's awesome.
King Ghidorah. No, I don't want to say it.
Come on. Okay, you would honestly see this if they ever made a new Minya movie. They would honestly put this in. See,
No, they wouldn't.
if they made a new Minya movie, they would honestly have a cute-looking King Ghidorah dabbing.
No.
Yes.
Let's move
Yes,
on.
because you want to know why? Because a Western studio would do this.
Okay, cool. So Chicago
Fuck.
all right. So we gotta move on. Chicago.
Finally, my
I feel
time to shine.
yes. Skooks, what's going on with Chicago? Explain.
Okay.
I'm gonna go out for a bit, alright?
All right, go ahead.
Bye. Okay, so here's what Chicago is doing. Currently Chicago has this thing called the amusement tax. They will tax you on Spotify, Netflix, Pandora, pretty much anything that you can get amusement from. It's a 9% tax charged on all entertainment providers. So what's going to happen is Sony actually agreed to this tax. So any Sony product that's going to come into Chicago will be charged an additional 9%, which is ridiculous. You know, it's expensive enough getting the console, paying for online, because of course you had to pay for online, and you had to pay for the game as well. You know, honestly, you already pay enough on sales tax, on all these other taxes, so why add a 9% tax on top of that? And a lot of people who play on Sony and PlayStation are straight up saying this is stupid.
And this is digital.
Yes. And
is that including digital as well?
pretty much anything they're selling on Sony is going to charge an additional 9% tax. Jeffrey Schwab, quoting the Chicago CB, it says, quote, Jeffrey Schwab, a senior attorney with the Liberty Justice Center, said that the city overstepping its boundaries with PlayStation tax. And he says, we think the city does not have the constitutional right to do that. Tax not based on whether or not anyone used it in Chicago, but if they had a billing address in Chicago. It's straight up saying, hey, if your address is in Chicago, there's a 9% tax. Here's another tax on everything.
So $59.99 divided by 9, would that be an additional 0.9?
Yeah. So it's going to be an additional 9% tax.
Okay.
So it's going to be the sales tax and all the other taxes, and they're going to add an additional 9% tax on it, as which they do for Netflix and anything entertainment. They're going to put that on there. You know what I'm saying? It's ridiculous. There doesn't need to be this many taxes. Honestly.
So,
How dare you say that they're not supposed to be this many taxes? Pay for the roads.
What roads?
Think about the roads.
Reckless, you jest, but you know this is exactly what California would do as well.
Yeah.
You honestly don't think that LA County would pull this?
I once saw a joke on Tumblr that I thought was pretty funny. It goes, I'm a libertarian because once while I was 5, I played hopscotch and I skinned my knee, and ever since then I've sworn vengeance against the roads.
Keep in mind, this is like basically for digital, and it's only a matter of time. It's going to be global, not just Chicago.
Yeah. And honestly, it's a lot of places that are going to start doing these taxes. And I can't stand that because we get a horrible amount of taxes already.
That's
what is
the
it, like
thing,
a
though.
physical copy 65 something in California?
We paid so much on taxes already, man.
I'm just trying to
Man.
boil it down.
I've said it. I've always said it. If they can tax you on one thing, they'll find a way to tax you on anything. It honestly sucks.
I am back, and yeah, I agree. I actually agree with that one. They'll just find a way to tax you on anything, including
Tax
breathing.
my anime.
Yes, they will. They will tax you on animes.
Yeah, because that'll fall in Chicago. That'll fall under entertainment. We're now giving Chicago. Now we're giving Chicago politicians another way to tax them. So sorry on that part.
Chicago will tax you over anything, but they won't actually pay for your safety.
Nope. I wouldn't be surprised.
Especially you, Reckless. You know what would happen if you go to Chicago.
Oh my god.
This is some real shit.
Oh, you went there. Woo, man. Oh.
You can see how much I hate Chicago and this state.
Hey man, I love my family out in Chicago, but
I know. I'm sorry. It's not against you, but what I'm saying is like.
Y'all should come to Alabama.
Yeah, let's go to Alabama.
One hell to the no. Have you seen my face? Have you seen GC's face? We be the first niggas to get lynched on site.
I've never seen Bajimxenn's face, but
in Alabama? Holy crap!
None of us are going to Alabama, fam. All right. All right. I actually want to say something about this.
I'll go to Alabama with my Alabama.
I'm gonna say this because I'm pretty sure everyone talked about their site about the whole Chicago thing. I kind of low key, I kind of find it very amusing. I ain't gonna lie, I kind of find it very amusing to have all places that are getting a game tax. It's Chicago of all places. It makes me laugh, honestly, and I did talk about this with Xforce off camera. This made me laugh so hard. And I shouldn't have.
Doesn't surprise me at all.
But yeah, so to all my...
What's wrong with Chicago?
What isn't wrong with Chicago, man? Chirac, my nigga, you know?
Yeah. I don't know. Sorry, Chicago.
I do feel bad, though, low-key, but at the same time, it's very, very funny. But yeah, so that's Chicago.
Doesn't Michael Myers live in Chicago?
No, he lives in Haddonfield, Illinois.
Even worse, he's gonna kill you in the cornfields.
Filmed in LA, in California.
Again, Michael Myers, if he ever went to Chirac, every nigga on site would have whooped his ass just for looking stupid. But that's a different story for another time. Well, you'll be listening to that part during our Halloween Thorn Cult trilogy when me and GC do it. All right, but we gotta move on real quick. And our last piece of serious news that we gotta talk about. We have another piece. We have now confirmed reports that Telltale is dead. This is a new update that Telltale Games is closing its doors for good. The head of Telltale, Pete Hawley, recently just deleted his Twitter account, and it on his LinkedIn profile, it indicated that his tenure as CEO ended this month. Also, Jurassic Park the game, Tales of the Monkey Island, and Back to the Future the game are all officially off of Steam's Steam's library. So yeah, Telltale is
available on like GOG and other sites though.
Probably Kingwin and stuff, but we don't know for how long though. But yeah, guys, this isn't.
If you haven't picked them up yet.
This is an end of an era. It's kind of sad.
To be fair, I kind of see it happening, sadly. Especially when Telltale games are actually competing against Sony. So first, they're actually competing against Sony when it comes to the narrative stuff.
Well, hang on. I'm gonna jump in on this. The reason why Telltale actually broke is just because their economic system was so bad.
Yeah, I agree.
Yeah, Telltale's biggest problem is that they relied heavily on these big ticket items to sell. When the small, like let's say they made this smaller game series and that thing didn't start selling well. Oh, that's okay. We'll just bank off of how successful Walking Dead and The Wolf Among Us will be. Like, those are our big ticket items and those will carry us. So, what I'm saying is it relies too heavily on too few things. They really needed The Wolf Among Us, The Walking Dead to sell. They need to be the big ticket items. Tales of the Borderlands, that thing needed to sell too, but because it didn't, we'll just lean back on The Walking Dead. What's that? Game of Thrones didn't sell well? We'll just lean back on Wolf Among Us. They needed their two big ticket systems to sell. And because those started to fail, and they didn't really have anything that catch people's eyes, they started suffering. You know what I'm saying? They set themselves up to fail. It's
just poor management.
It is. It was really poor management, and they didn't have a solid. They didn't have a solid way to pay for anything.
I think it was less The Wolf Among Us and more so that they were trying to bank off of mostly The Walking Dead and
exactly. And that was
their whole zombie things going down. And if people really wanted more Wolf Among Us, they wanted a season 2 of Wolf Among Us, but we weren't getting that for a really long time because they wanted to make more Walking Dead because that was their biggest seller.
They
And
really
that,
needed.
that was the issue.
They really needed, and their formula too. Their episodic, point and click. They really needed
Something new and exciting.
something else, something that isn't episodic. That's a
Yeah.
point and click.
And it's not that episodic itself is bad.
It's just that's all they did. Besides,
point
like
and The problem with that is the point and click stuff is dated as well.
It's not that being dated necessarily is bad, but it's that really they were chasing trends is what I was trying to say. They were chasing
Because
so many trends and they relied too heavily on their big ticket items. Oh, we'll go after this thing. Well, it's too fickle. Oh, we'll go after this thing. They didn't really cultivate a system that would make them survive. Point and click adventure games, it enjoyed a great revival. It could have worked well with these things, but they didn't really, build anything. Like, they needed the IP of The Walking Dead to pop, and they started losing popularity because zombies just aren't as fun. Yeah, the show is still going, but nobody's watching it as big droves, and that cost it. The Wolf Among Us didn't sell as well. It didn't build a big enough market for itself. You know what I'm saying?
So basically, what they're making are games that cannot stand on its own.
Yes, they end up making games that just couldn't stand on its own. Way it cost it. It cost the company, it cost them everything.
If they came out with more games that were like not episodic, that probably would have helped them, and they could have done the episodics as something that they release every other game or whatever,
Right.
or every 2 games. And been like, this is what defines us as the companies, that we do episodic games that we really like doing, that tells a really good story, but we also have these much shorter games because we know not everyone likes episodic games.
They want things done to be finished in one game, in one sitting, or not one sitting, in one game, basically.
Yeah, not everyone can sit down, play a bit of a episode, and then
it's-
wait 2 months for the episode to come out.
Right, because you need something consistent coming out. Episodic gameplay is good if you want something to tie people over between the big ticket items, but at the same time, you can't make your whole repertoire based on those things. And it also relies heavily on great writing, character acting. You know what I'm saying?
Everything. You need
needs
every
something
good
gripping.
part to work.
Yes,
I
you
mean,
need.
I would say they had good writing and good character
They
acting.
did, but
especially in Wolf Among Us. Wolf Among Us was really popular.
Wolf Humongous.
Oh my
Lord
God.
Humongous.
But overall, the company is dead.
Oh yeah, they died because they were in
good
bankruptcy.
riddance.
I would
At least
like
good riddance. Bad.
I would
Cliffy B.
like to see a revival in the future, maybe, hopefully, under a different name.
It's like how how Platinum Games was the Phoenix of Clover Games,
Yeah.
Clover Studios.
Right.
No. I would say more like THQ.
Wait, hang on. I don't remember.
Explain
Like
yourself about
THQ
it.
Nordic.
Thank you.
Yeah, THQ went under,
Not
or
Platinum,
going under the Nordic
THQ.
bottom. Although rip THQ Nordic, I don't think we're gonna get another Space Marine game ever again.
Dude, I showed you those pictures of those Space Marines. Like, those are a lot of Space Marine games. I don't understand
No,
what the fuck they
no.
come from.
No,
I think we
What's it about?
the 2011 one.
I
Oh,
think
yeah.
we should move on.
Never ever.
We should move on.
No, we're
Yeah.
never,
Because
never,
Telltale's
never ever gonna get that.
yeah,
Yeah.
because Telltale's dead, basically. So
Bankruptcy's
what's-
a bitch.
yeah. Anyway, so Reckless. So
Yeah.
what's next what's next, basically?
Real quick. Cliffy B. The B is the B is short for bankruptcy.
Oh yeah, Cliffy B.
Wow.
Is Cliffy B? Didn't Cliffy B say he's retiring? Because I think I read I think I read a report on that. Is he retiring or what's up?
Yeah, he's not making games anymore.
Good.
Because he was chasing trends.
Good. All right, let's move
Well,
on.
Lawbreakers would have been cool, but
No, it wouldn't. All right, let's move on.
Wait,
Lawbreaker.
Oh, wait. Someone's talking about Lawbreakers?
no, real quick. I thought
don't want
I think that kind of arena shooter would have been cool, but it didn't work out.
Because he shot himself on the foot.
Yes.
Hard.
I want
That's
to
it.
make the next billion-dollar IP. This is the Dark Souls of
Arena shooter.
content. What the
Dude,
fuck, man?
I'll show you off stream. I'll show you off stream.
God.
I'll show you off stream
I'll show
like,
you
what
this
happened.
Dream.
Yeah, but let's just. We really need to move on though.
Hey, Reckless, want to see my off stream?
I don't think anyone does. I've already seen it, and I don't think anyone wants to.
You've seen it twice, so let's just tell you something.
Oh my God.
I didn't want to see it either of those times.
This part right here is gonna be the intro to this episode. I'm just letting you know now. Good job, Skooks. You made it on the intro. Okay, good job. All right, so we're gonna move on because.
Uh-huh.
Alright, because I had nothing to say about Telltale. I said my piece when we did our Death to Telltale, the Death of Telltale podcast, where Cece legit started crying on stream. So I'm just gonna move on to a little more happier note, and I think some happy news. I think Skooks is gonna love this. So on my podcast notes, Bethesda actually quietly donated $10,000 to a family of a cancer patient who got the chance to play Fallout 76 earlier. And this is coming from comicbook.com. A cancer patient named Wes, recently got into the closed beta of Fallout 76. Bethesda found out that this kid actually did have cancer, and on his GoFundMe page for it, Bethesda had the highest donation because they quietly gave the family $10,000. So that's really cool. But on the other hand, and I know Skooks is really gonna love this because we know how he is. Sonic Fox, who is one of the greatest players in fighting game players today.
My hero.
Your hero.
Super humble.
Yeah.
Recently donated part of his winnings from the Injustice 2 series, his Justice 2 grand prize, to one of his competitors.
Round of applause.
All right, for Sonic Fox.
Yeah, to one of his competitors, Rewind, because Rewind, who him and Rewind have been friends and they've been rivals in the fighting game community. His dad right now is in stage 3 of cancer, and actually went into surgery a day before the Injustice 2 Evo championship, before the Injustice 2 Evo tournament. So yeah, Sonic Fox did donate $10,000 to Curtis Rewind McCall. So, just out of curiosity, for these two, because the reason why I combined these two, because these are really amazing news. I'm gonna go
it's
first.
It's donation news, basically.
Yeah, well,
it's acts of kindness.
Acts of kindness, like from a company we don't really see that much. We don't really talk about all that much because we just don't. And from a guy that honestly has been getting a lot of attention the right way because. One, this dude went back to back with Injustice 2 and Dragon Ball FighterZ. And is just a really cool dude. And he just recently got interviewed, which was really cool too. So, with that being said, I'm gonna go with Skooks first. Skooks, what's your thoughts on this?
Despite all my misgivings about Fallout 76, and there's a lot of, a lot. I'm not gonna say anything bad about this, because that kid, hey, if his dream was to play Fallout 76, that's his dream. I'm not going to say anything mean, because he should, by all means.
He should have the opportunity to live his life, basically.
He should have the opportunity to enjoy what he. I'm saying. I'm not going to say anything bad. I really, really want to say something tasteless, but I'm not going.
Just for the sake of humanity, just don't.
Yeah, because
DM it to me.
if that kid wants to play this game, by all means, he should. And it's good that he's enjoying himself. He deserves it.
Yeah. And actually, I think they said that I think they said recently he passed away too. So yeah. So Bethesda, because the kid's been battling. From what I'm reading from comicbook.com, he's been battling he battled stage 4 neuroblastoma for most of his life after being diagnosed at 5 years old. He passed away earlier in the month. Bethesda Software left a comment on his GoFundMe page alongside the donation that called the boy an inspiration to the Fallout community and everyone at Bethesda. So yeah, man. Bethesda, I would honestly, even if Bethesda messes up any of their games, I will never talk bad about them, because that really hits home. And Bethesda, thank you. That's all I have to say. I really have nothing else to say about that story other than Bethesda, thank you.
At least we're keeping the world more human than the cesspool of toxicity in the internet.
Mm-hmm.
I could definitely echo what Skooks said on this topic.
All right,
That's
then.
my thoughts on it.
And then Sonic Fox, on a happier note, Sonic Fox, your hero, Skooks, thoughts on him helping out his homie.
Good guy Sonic Fox.
Yeah, that's actually cool. Cool what he did though.
Yeah, I agree. You know, I think anyone giving money away willingly is very good. Charity is very important in my opinion. So good on him.
All right then. All right, and our last piece of news and they're both Capcom news. Capcom USA appoints Rob Dyer as the chief operating officer. This actually happened this past week. This happened this past Monday. Capcom has announced that Rob Dyer has joined Capcom USA as its chief operating service. Pretty much this is Capcom's official statement. Today announced that Rob blah 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 as chief operating, reporting of CEO Kijiro Urata. Dyer will be responsible for all aspects of the company's publishing business, including sales, marketing, and operating in the Americas. With more than 25 years of experience in the video game industry, Dyer has held various leadership roles with companies such as Sony Computer Entertainment in America, Zigna, Eidos Interactive, Crave Entertainment Group, and more. He has had extensive experience leading initiatives on a global scale to drive sales and growth. Rob's strategic deep industry knowledge and established networks will play a vital role for Capcom's business goals. He will help steer the success of our incredible portfolio of popular brands such as Monster Hunter, Resident Evil, Street Fighter, Devil May Cry, and more. So, I'm gonna go first on this one. That's pretty cool. That is pretty cool. I don't know what this is going to do with Capcom in the future, you know, when it comes to their video game sales and DLC and stuff like that. But Capcom, give you the small W. I'll give you that small W. That's all I got to say about that. Bajimxenn, thoughts?
Hiring someone with experience from like different companies, good on them. I hope it works out.
All right, then Xforce, what about you? Good job. I'll go. Skooks, what about you?
Hey, take the L, Capcom. You don't deserve it.
Damn, I was actually trying to give them credit, man. All right. Zod, what about you?
I'm not sure what to think. I'm sure it'll be good. We'll just have to wait and see. But it looks like it might be a good move.
All right, then.
Because I hadn't about this, really.
Okay. And GC, are you there? Do you have any comments?
No word.
All right, cool. And our last piece of Capcom news, And this is coming, and thanks to Skooks, he's the one who actually helped me break this. The Devil May Cry series is about to get extreme. No, I am not talking that they're about to make a live action Devil May Cry movie. No, I'm not saying that at all. I'm actually talking about the man, the myth, the legend known as Adi Shankar, who you may know, who was, I think, the producer of the Judge Dredd movie that came out a few years back, and the rated R fan film of the Power Rangers movie, Power Rangers fame. He is now going to be the executive producer of the Devil May Cry anime series that's coming out. That actually is going to be tied in with the Castlevania anime series as well. Shankar was actually interviewed by Jackie Jing from IGN, and his statement, and I'm going to read this at full intent. He said he did inform us that he acquired these rights, Devil May Cry's rights, myself, so the jabronis in Hollywood don't, and I am quoting this, so that the jabronis in Hollywood don't fuck this one up too. Shankar's financial investment should allow him more creative freedom as he begins to build the wildly ambitious multiverse of his. Shankar attributes the Devil May Cry series announcement to the success of Castlevania, which he says really overperformed. It did crazy well. We immediately got greenlit for season 3. Thankfully for fans who made this all, thanking the fans who made this all possible. Shankar said, "I wouldn't have done my job if it wasn't for the fans." So for those of y'all who don't know, Shankar is the executive producer of the Castlevania anime. So yeah, we're gonna be getting another Devil May Cry anime coming out soon, because for those who don't know, there was a Devil May Cry anime that was, I think, strictly on Devil May Cry 3, or I don't know what it was, because
Yeah,
I know
I actually watched a little bit about it, surprisingly.
no, it was the anime. It was
There's an anime. Okay.
But yeah, so GC, what's your thoughts? Because I don't know if you watched the Castlevania anime, but what's your thoughts on a new Devil May Cry anime coming out? GC? Okay,
He's at work.
he's at work. All right, Skooks, what about you?
Just like the DMC3 meme, the time has come, and so have I.
I will
Well,
take
then.
I will take that as your thoughts. Xforce, what about you?
I'm just hyped for it. It looks good.
For me, I'm gonna give it a shot. Why not?
All right then, Bajimxenn, what about you?
I think good job on that Castlevania series. I hope Devil May Cry does well as well. That's good.
For me, I can say this. I have not checked out season 3 Devil May Cry. I did not season 3. I've not checked out season 2 Castlevania yet. I watched the first season and I actually liked it. I was just really upset that there are only 4 episodes, but I was told that there's more episodes for this season, so I am very, very excited. And I've been told a lot of great things about this season of Castlevania, and I cannot wait to watch it. I'm currently on Iron Fist season 2, which, yes, I know Iron Fist got canceled, which sucks, because Iron Fist season 2 is so awesome. Like, oh my god, Marvel did listen, and they actually improved vastly on Iron Fist. I'm so happy for that, even though it only lasted 2 seasons.
I'm so unbelievably upset about the ending.
Don't
Iron
spoil.
Fist.
Don't spoil it, because I have not seen season 2. I mean, I have not finished season 2 yet. I haven't finished it.
What an ending.
If you don't finish it by tomorrow, I am legally allowed to take your kneecaps.
You're in Alabama. You can try. Anyways, but
I'll take it for you.
what's your thoughts on Castlevania? What's your thoughts on Shankar getting rights to make the Devil May Cry anime?
I don't really have any. I don't watch a lot of anime to begin with, so, and I'm not that big of a fan of Devil May Cry because I've never played the games. So
Wait, Zod. I just
Yeah.
realized something. You get the aging assassin, the beer belly, and the socks with sandals
wait, what?
for TF2.
What about it?
Okay.
You put it together.
Okay, y'all. All right, I think we're gonna stop because I get
Alright.
those are all my notes for the podcast. So, thank you guys very much for listening to episode 54 of the ScrubClubgaming Podcast. Yeah, this was This is a roller coaster to say the least, but
It was a
Hey, we're
highs and
we're on
lows.
Fest TV,
it was
so,
awesome. But, yeah, it was awesome. We got through a lot of news because again, we're not gonna be here
yeah.
next week, so I actually am glad because this has actually been the longest episode we've had in quite a while. We're almost 2 hours long to this episode.
Ooh.
Yeah, even though we tried our best to keep it down.
I mean,
Whoa,
go ahead.
we wouldn't have so much problems if Reckless didn't keep going on his long ass tangents.
I didn't even go on the line of tangents this time.
Yes, you did.
No, I didn't. I was
You
trying.
spent so much on the first articles, man.
Okay, let's back up for a bit. All of you guys went to all of you guys.
We
went
all went on
Yeah.
tangents.
I never
we
said I
all
didn't.
we all went on tangents. We're all guilty for
Yeah.
that. But with all that being said,
Yeah.
Yeah.
so
that was great.
with all that being said, I know GC's not here because he's probably working right now. So I'm gonna skip to him. You have the floor, General Mighty Zod. What is your closing statement for episode 54 of the ScrubClub Game Podcast? Go.
Hell yeah, brother.
Yes, exactly.
Bajimxenn, what's your thoughts on episode 54 of the ScrubClub Game Podcast? Go.
Clean up on the can of worms aisle. You're gonna need a mop and maybe a couple of trash bags.
Good, we just gotta go fishing.
I would like going. I would
Okay.
like to go fishing. No lie. But Xforce, what's your closing statement for episode 54? Go.
Okay, I am so glad to be back with everyone. The news are both depressing and yet has a hopeful end.
I love you too.
All right.
I don't love you.
All right, then Skooks,
Yes,
what's
you
your
No,
closing statement for episode 54? Go.
You know, Reckless, you and I should totally go fishing one of these days. I always want to go fishing too.
Let's all go fishing then.
Yes.
I'm
I'm
down.
starting to appreciate fishing. Not
You know,
so
we
much.
We can all go fishing down at the pier.
I am totally down. We just need to buy some fishing rods.
Yeah.
You gotta make sure. Do not forget to buy your fishing license. Most people aren't gonna card you, but
Yeah.
if you get carded and you don't have your license,
They're gonna
That's
pummel
not-
you to death.
that's
Yeah.
not a fine you want to have to pay.
They're gonna
Make-
fish your kneecaps off.
You can get your so you get your kneecaps. You can get your license for $20 at Walmart.
Really?
Yeah, Walmart, like at the games in the games and outdoor sports aisle, they sell fishing license.
Okay, I'm gonna have to check that out because I got a Walmart nearby me. Real close.
Does that have
Same
expiration
here.
date?
Yeah.
Yeah.
It's like it lasts like a year.
Oh, okay, that's
Alright.
that's fine.
I mean, for $20 a year, that's pretty good. We just need to get the cheapo fishing supplies. I mean, it's not that expensive to get a line.
You know what's really cool though? You actually don't need bait.
You don't need what?
You can do
You actually
fly
don't need
fishing,
bait
right?
to fish. I've actually done it before.
Right.
It
I
is-
mean,
Make sure you know what's in the or make sure you know what you're fishing for, because like certain fish won't go for certain things. Like if you want to catch catfish, you might want to try using chicken liver.
you could use your fingers.
Ow.
no.
Hey,
No.
People have been doing noodling before.
All right.
Yeah,
Well, Mike.
people do it.
Go ahead.
People do it all the time where I live.
Anyways, should we give Reckless the floor?
Yes,
No.
please. My closing
Yeah.
statement is happy Thanksgiving to all you guys, as we will not be
Oh
here.
shit.
Eat plenty of turkey, because one of the best parts about Thanksgiving is leftovers. I'm just saying.
Sleeping.
And sleeping.
Right.
Lots of
By the way,
sleeping.
turkey doesn't taste good, honestly.
I know, dude. Like a duck. We had duck last time. For
there we
Thanksgiving.
go.
so
Now
yeah.
now you're eating like a Chinese.
We always
Joking
eat.
around.
We
But
always
duck is really good. Go on. My bad.
For a ham over turkey.
yeah. We usually get like steak here, house.
Yeah.
Well then.
Yeah, I don't know why, because I'd rather have turkey, but
Thanksgiving steak.
Thanksgiving
Dude,
steak.
you know what you should do?
Mhm.
You should do beef Wellington.
No,
I
no.
would.
You know what we should do? If we can find a way to get Cece down here, we should do a Friendsgiving scrub and an IRL Friendsgiving from the Scrub Club.
yes, please.
Okay, I might need the address then, if that's the case.
Yes, please.
We're
Please go.
all right. Whose house is bigger?
Your house.
Not-
Oh, you're not coming to my house. Hell no. But
I've been to your house.
yeah, I know.
I'm just gonna say straight up. I am not doing my house at all.
Oh, we know that.
I know a guy down in the hood. You could probably use his house.
Oh no. You know what? No.
Just find an abandoned factory.
No. I got no.
Yeah,
I got no.
joke.
I got a better idea. Airbnb. We'll find a nice Airbnb and we'll do it there.
You joke, but there's a giant pig iron factory down here. It's haunted. Y'all could go there.
Yeah, I'm black. We don't do that. But with all that being said, thank you guys very much. As always, you can email us at ScrubClubgamingBookies@gmail.com. That's ScrubClubgamingBookies@gmail.com for any questions, comments, concerns, advice, and business inquiries. We love doing business with any folks. You want to find us? You can find us on Facebook and Twitter. Just type in ScrubClub Gaming and bam, ScrubClub Gaming all up in your home. You can find us on our YouTube page, ScrubClub Gaming, and you can find us on soundcloud.com/ScrubClubGaming. That's soundcloud.com/ScrubClubGaming. We will be posting video versions of our podcast on our YouTube page very soon. But with all that being said, Bajimxenn, where can they find you?
They can find me they can get a hold of me on Twitter, Instagram, and Tumblr. Sorry about that. I dropped my controller. BAJIMXENN.
Alright then, Xforce, where can they find you? Alright, he left. You can find Xforce on twitch.tv/XforceGamer88. It's twitch.tv/XforceGamer88. We will be making him a Twitter soon. Skooks, where can they find you?
Yes! You can find me at Lexington.tumblr.com, capital L0 for the O, and on Twitter, Lexington34, same spelling.
Alright then, and you can find me on twitch.tv/RecklessFox. You can also
right here, right now.
Right here, right now. You can also find me on my Twitter and Instagram at @TheReckless_Fox, and you can find me on my YouTube page at Reckless_Fox. What's up, Matt Italian? How you doing, dude? We're about to end this. We're ending the podcast right now. Also, if you are big on you're big on Power Ranger news. If you like Power Ranger content, you can follow myself, Skooks, and Jen on Facebook.com/MorphinNetwork. That's Facebook.com/MorphinNetwork, and you can find us on our Twitter and Instagram at MorphinNet. With all that being said, thank you guys very much. I'm Reckless Fox from the Scrubclub Gaming Podcast. We love you. We'll see you guys in a couple of weeks. Happy Thanksgiving. Until then, I bid you all adieu. Peace out. Bless up. Keep everything $20 or less. Goodbye. Mwah, and good night. Bang. Deuces.